You ready?
Let's do it.
What?
I mean, it's been turning up with her. The girl around us and she loving her. If we don't know you, don't go close to her. If you with your girl, let me hear you say
What? What? Good afternoon, good evening, good night. This is season 3, episode 10 of the Read, Talk, and Listen podcast. I am your host, Nick Reed, along with my brother and co-host, Trey Reed. How you doing tonight, man?
Man, good, man. Got up early this morning. Started putting some stuff on the grill, you know what I'm saying, on the smoker. Ready for the Super Bowl.
Oh, man, it is Super Bowl Sunday. We're going to get to those Super Bowl picks, man, but let's just talk about the NFL season as a whole right now.
But why do they have a Super Bowl on a Sunday?
Super Bowl Sunday. It's NFL is just a Sunday.
It sounds good, but think about it. If I think they'd have more people watch it if they had it on Saturday. Because you can go out and get bent back Saturday. Not many folks work on Sunday, and you roll into work Monday.
That's the thing. Not many people work on Sunday. So everybody gets the chance to watch the Super Bowl. Most people don't really even care about the game, which we're going to talk about this. Most people don't really care about the game. They really care about the halftime show. So I don't want you to be at work. If I have it on Saturday, you at work.
Right?
You at work. So
I mean, not Saturday night though. You mean you do it with Saturday?
Yeah, Saturday. Because if I'm a restaurant, I'm max employee. I'm max employee Saturday Super Bowl. I'm maxing my employee. As many people I can have on the floor, I'm gonna have because we're gonna be packed.
Right.
If I'm anywhere with a TV, I'm max employee out.
Oh, definitely.
You know what I mean? So I see where the NFL is going with it, but I do agree with you too. Though, like it would be more fun for the people that don't work at those establishments.
Yeah,
it would be more fun if the Super Bowl was on Saturday, but I don't think it being on Sunday really deters anyone from getting his tour back as they want to. They're just gonna call in tomorrow.
Right. Well, you got some places already taking Monday. I got Monday out.
Yeah, exactly. And then there's a lot of kids on winter break around this time, so that's just what happens.
Yeah.
But man, what's been going on with you, bro? I feel like every time we miss the Thursday, I know it's only a few more days. Like it's just Sunday right now for the people that listen to it on Spotify. It is Sunday right now. But when we miss that Thursday show, I feel like I haven't talked to you since like 3 weeks ago.
I know, right? Man, nothing really, man. Just it's like I got a new camera, you know what I'm saying? New camera, new lapel mic. Was talking to you about that, getting everything set up for next weekend.
Speak on that as well.
Oh yeah, so the Dreaded Archer got invited to the South Dakota Bow Hunters Association banquet. So I'll be doing a live podcast, or not say live, but on the spot podcast, interviewing different guys from around the state that'll that bow hunt, talking about legislation. There's a lot of laws that's being brought up down over in Pierre regarding bow hunting and just hunting in general. So it's talking to the guys, getting a feel of what the public what the public is thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? How do you feel about these laws? So I'll be doing that and just getting ready to cook for Super Bowl, man. That's about it, really.
Man, that's what's up. Well, I just got back in town last night real late, which is the reason why we are doing the podcast on Sunday instead of Thursday. Out of town last week for a little work trip, man, and coming back refreshed with a lot of new content coming out over there.
Did y'all get any work done? Because it seemed like y'all was out there having a good time.
Oh yeah, man, it's always a good time. That's the thing about it, bro. That's the beauty of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and give a shout out to Texarkana Game Day. You know what I'm saying? We went out, Buena Vista, Colorado, played around a little bit, but you know what I'm saying. But yeah, we it's always fun. It's always fun.
You say,
and so it looks like that. Like I know people look on the Snap. You see like on Snapchat, Instagram, whatever. Like, oh, did they get anything done? It always looks like fun. But we're also out in the middle of somewhere we've never been before. You know what I'm saying? And things are happening that we've never seen before. You know what I mean? We come up on a moose, 15 feet. You know what I mean? 15 yards. 15 yards. away, about to cross the road. If somebody hadn't been coming down the road, would have crossed the road right in front of us, you know what I'm saying? But still get to sit there and watch two moose just out there we're out there, dog. 12,000 feet at one point. You know what I'm saying? 12,000 feet up a mountain at one point, you know what I mean? Moose right there. Watching them eat, scraping the bark off the tree to eat. There's really nothing else left green out there, you know?
Yeah.
So they scraping the bark off the tree to eat it. You know what I mean? Like, some people hunt moose for a long time and never see a moose.
Exactly. Y'all just happen to run up on them.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, it looked like we had a lot of fun, which we did have a lot of fun. But hey, y'all be on the lookout. Fire stuff coming. We already put out a couple little snippets and stuff like that on our personal pages. But hey, some fire stuff coming out over there, man.
Oh yeah, hey, you know what they say? Work hard, play harder, man. That's what you got to do. That's how you keep a good work balance.
Exactly, man. Exactly. But hey, back to the grind. Starting it off today with the Read Talk and Listen podcast. And hey, Super Bowl Sunday, man. Go ahead and give a shout out to Super Bowl Sunday. One time. But this is a podcast where we do cover everything. So we're not going to keep it on the Super Bowl forever. But we are going to stay here with the NFL for a little second. You know what I mean?
Right.
And the first thing we're going to talk about is the smaller bowl, the Pro Bowl. How do you feel about the Pro Bowl performance this year? Because we've seen a lot of people bash. And I mean, when I say bash,
they tearing them up.
If you were talking about anything else, it'd be a lot of people would be in some trouble right now.
Right.
But it's football and it's the Pro Bowl. What do you think?
Man, at this point, the NFL, you don't want to put out, a bad product. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And as a company, when you're having the Pro Bowl, it's been year after year after year. It's just trash talk. People are like, what the hell are they doing out there?
Yeah.
Then you got players saying, I made the Pro Bowl, but why am I going out there and playing getting hurt? You know what I'm saying? This is my contract year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my thing is, if the NFL is saying this, and it's not like this is the first year, like I said, it's happened time and time and time again.
Yeah.
You got to stop putting out a crappy product. And the reason I say is because say you're a person who don't watch football and just, you're at a bar, the Pro Bowl's on, and you just happen to catch it. You're like, oh, what's this? And you watch some terrible football. You're like, NFL is terrible. It's a bad representation of the NFL. So my thing is, if this is what's going to continue to happen, and the league the players don't want to play it, fans aren't really interested anymore, I say do away with it. Get rid of it.
I don't think you should do away with it because it's not for us. The Pro Bowl is not for us. We gave y'all 17 weeks. That was for y'all.
Right.
We gave y'all great games, field goal finishes. Pin that comment right there because I want to talk about that too. We gave y'all great performances, field goal finishes, last minute touchdowns. You got Moss catches, one hand grabs, running people over, knocking people out, forced fumbles. We gave y'all that for the whole season. That was for y'all.
Right.
Now there's a weekend that's for us as a player.
Right.
We're gonna go have fun and mess around with our craft for a weekend. Now the media is gonna let y'all in on it. Y'all can watch it if you want to.
Right.
But this ain't for y'all. This is our reward for working hard through the year. This ain't for y'all.
Well, I think that's what the challenge is for. The skills.
No, that's what the entire Pro Bowl is for.
But
listen to me. It makes zero sense. And as a football player, you know this. It makes zero sense to go into a Pro Bowl and play how they used to play it back in the day.
Right.
It makes no sense.
Yeah, but if that's the case, then if the players are saying, look, I'm not going to go out here and give it my all, then.
No, but I want to go have fun. I want to go play around. I still want to play football.
Yeah, but the football is not that kind of sport. Like in basketball at the All-Star game, they all playing around because it's b-ball. I'm not going to a basketball game to watch somebody get their head smashed. But if I'm paying top dollar to go to the game, I want to see a football game.
You're not paying top dollar to go to a football game. If you want to pay top dollar to go to a football game, you should have paid, and you should have been going. You should be sitting in the stands today.
Yeah, but
not last weekend. That was your time.
But but when you watch the advertising for the Pro Bowl, you see the in the NFL's best go head to head in the all
in the skills challenge. They say they go head to head in the skills challenge. Also watch the Pro Bowl. They don't tell you they go head to head in the Pro Bowl. They don't tell you that. They gonna go head to head in these skills challenges, which they do.
Yeah,
bro, the Pro Bowl is for the players. It is not for you. It's not the fan bowl.
Right?
It's the Pro Bowl. They're going to go out there and go like you used to do back in the day on the weekend with your boys, go to the field. Y'all playing, y'all you guarding them, but you're not really guarding them. You know what I mean?
They give you the last 10 minutes of the fourth quarter. Now that's when they go hard, the last 10 minutes of the fourth.
And that's, you know what I mean? So like, it's not for you. It makes zero sense. But go back to what Fozzie, pull that comment back up. I want to speak on that.
All right, here we go.
He says, Pro Bowl is a joke. Have the last two place teams play to see who gets the number one pick. I've heard this a few times now. And here's where you run into a problem with that. If I can still, that doesn't end tanking.
No, because I can tank and get in that game.
And I know I'm good
in that game. Yeah,
I know I'm good. I know we're good. I know we're better than that team that tried, and they were just barely better than us. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna play them, and I'm gonna get that number one pick, and then next year I'm gonna go win the Super Bowl with my team that was already good, and we tanked.
Yeah, because what you end up doing, you end up getting the 30. I say from 29th place to 32 or 32nd place. Them team now you got them trying to tank to get into that game. Because if you know you last place, you know you win. Now it's that second to last place. What are you like? Who gonna get in it? And you're gonna have, like I said, maybe 29th place, maybe even up from 27th place down.
Tank to get in. And I think that's the only reason I say that can't do it. Have the Pro Bowlers do a little competition, set up another kind of game. I wouldn't mind if they put the Senior Bowl for that game or something like that. Are you saying like bring the seniors from college to play in the Pro or play that weekend?
No,
play the Senior Bowl that weekend.
Yeah, have the Senior Bowl that weekend of the Pro Bowl. So do like the skills challenge for the NFL, the players, and then the game is the Senior Bowl. Because I think doing that would get a whole lot of people at the Senior Bowl. Because if you watch the Senior Bowl, it don't be a lot of people there. I mean, they parents and they
it's not that many people there, but it's because they're there to work. It's a work game.
Yeah, it's a work day. It's an interview. It's a job interview.
But yeah, Fozzie, that's a good one right there. I hadn't seen nobody say that. I like that. Move the Senior Bowl to the weekend of the Pro Bowl. That also gives guys a larger gap to get ready for it too.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So I like that. I don't know how Reese's would feel about that. My boy Cam, shout out my boy Cam. It's an acknowledgement of superior athletic ability, a glorified award assembly with unprecedented media access. And that's right. That's right. That's what it is. But it's for the players. That's what I saw. I was trying to stress that to a lot of people that I talked to, like, because they went hard on the Pro Bowl this year.
Oh, it went hard. I'm talking Deion Sanders, Chad Ochocinco. All them cats was going hard.
Which I will say, I am backing the guys. I'm backing the NFL guys right now. But I will say, y'all did a lot of suspect shit in that Pro Bowl, man. Like they was like, it's like I've never seen like the Mac Jones thing.
The two-hand touch?
Yeah. Man. I've never seen the Mac Jones thing before or anything like that. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying, and I seen clips. If they was doing two-hand touch and your boy Sean Taylor would have been up there, Mac would have got his top notch.
That's what I'm saying. It makes no sense to play like that. R.I.P. to Sean Taylor also.
Yeah, for sure.
Legend. But it makes no sense. I mean, he did it to a punter too. Let's remember that. He smashed the punter.
So if he smashed a punter, what you think he gonna do to a quarterback?
That's what I'm saying. Like, it makes no sense to play that way because now it's really about the bread. Let's be honest.
Yeah, it's
really all about the money. If I just play hard. You know why I'm in the Pro Bowl? Because this is my contract year.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I had to be in the Pro Bowl. I had to have them numbers this year. So now that I've done that, I'm not going to come out here and tear my ACL for y'all. I'm sorry.
Right.
There's just no deal. But I like the moving the Senior Bowl to it. But really, the best way to kill all the tanking and all this stuff in the NFL is the lottery, man.
The lottery. The lottery.
But the NBA's got to figure it out.
Yeah, NBA got to figure it out. But then, like, it'll change up. It's just one more event the NFL got to have. So then you got to have lottery day, which really ain't that much of a big event you got to put together. Then you got to have the combine. Then you got to have the draft, or however they're gonna do it. But I don't know. That seemed to be the only system that'll stop tanking, because I mean, I can lose, I could be last place, but then the chance that I might get my ball, pulled.
Exactly.
So I need to get in the best position possible.
I got to get as many numbers in there as I can.
Yeah,
many of my balls in there as I can, or whatever. I don't know all the how what NBA
well, I think
all the way, but
I think the last place team get more balls.
Last place team gets more balls in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why they can almost pick who gonna get.
They're gonna be somewhere around the top.
Yeah, because like the year the Cavaliers got it, that was like they weren't last place; they were in the running. I think they were, when they got LeBron, they were like third or fourth from last. And when they got that pick, it was big. It was like, damn, they got the number one pick, because they thought, I can't remember what team was supposed to get the pick. I want to say Milwaukee.
And they still did, and they still messed that up, man. We ain't gonna get on that road.
Right.
But, stepping away from the NFL, we're just gonna come back to the NFL, obviously, because it's Super Bowl Sunday. Stepping away from the NFL, coming a little local. The Texas-Arkansas rivalry is officially over. How do you feel about that, man? Because I know you haven't been down here for a minute, but I know that's still something that's a piece of you. You live in Texarkana your whole life. That's a piece of you.
Oh, yeah.
How do you feel about that from hearing about it from afar?
I mean, growing up, that was a game. Even though I didn't go to either school,
exactly,
that game was still big. You know what I'm saying? Like most teams didn't play that week. Yeah, it was like everybody had like a bye week. You know what I'm saying? So everybody could go to that game. And I don't know where that changed was then, where it was like, we're not gonna have a bye week during our Texas Arkansas game, and everybody just played. So you never got a chance to go to the game anymore. But that's a big part of Texarkana. That's history. And to just do away with it without even, having the citizens of Texarkana, voice their opinion about it, I think it's tragic, man. You're taking away a long time rivalry that's just, like I say, it's historic.
Exactly, that's what I think.
To the point where it got national coverage.
Exactly.
So then you just take it away, and without any kind of explanation. You just they're not scheduled anymore. We're not playing it, and I don't know if it's going to be a permanent thing. But the fact that it's going away, I think it's just it's bad for the city. But at the same time, there are other rivalries in town that I think will take its place.
But listen, they can't, because it's not two states, right?
Right.
Like that's what made that rivalry so humongous. You don't really cross play that much, which it is starting to kind of happen a little bit more now. Teams are traveling across. I know the team from Arkansas, Bryant came down
at the big level. You know what I'm saying?
Bryant came down and played Longview this year.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that's happening. But think about how long those games have to go on to get to where that game was, and I think that's where my biggest I don't know if hurt is the right word for it is, but that's where my biggest disappointment in that rivalry being gone to me is how many people, and you remember all the things that happened. People have lost their lives over this game. Let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? People have lost lives over this game.
Because it flooded over into the streets.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The rivalry was way bigger than the game. You know what I mean? But that game was what brought it. That's where you could actually see it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You actually saw it the entire week, right? All that stuff has been gone down through the line. Bam, 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 bam. Just to end it for no reason. You know what I mean? I can understand if let's just say what's going on and it got just bad where people are truly dying over the game.
Yeah.
Every time. Bam, bam, bam. It's getting worse. And that's why it ends? Okay. But that stuff was way back then. None of that's been going on for a while now.
Yeah, long time.
You know what I mean? So for it just to end and for it to be where it was, national coverage, as a Texarkana homegrown, been here my entire life, you know what I'm saying? That's something you can boom. That's a notch on TK's belt right there.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
I mean, even up here, I've had people ask me about it, hey man, Ain't you from Texarkana? Yeah, man, y'all got that big old rivalry with Arkansas. Because most people outside of Texas, they think that when they hear about the rivalry, that
those are the only two schools.
That's only two schools in town. Like, nah, I didn't go. I went middle school. Like,
exactly.
I thought you guys only had one school each side. Like,
because that's how big it got.
Yeah,
that's how big it seems. You know what I'm saying? Like, it seems like if you're outside of Texas, because it's nationally known that there's only in Texarkana this city that splits this state line. They have a school on one side, Texas High, and a school on the other side, Arkansas High, and everybody knows on both sides that's where they go, and they play each other, and it's one of the biggest things in the country, not just the state or either state, the country. But just to end that for no reason, that's in capital letters, no reason to end that for no reason. It just hurts, bro. It's disappointing for sure.
I mean, I'm looking at it, and over the last couple of years, it hadn't been competitive. It's been one-sided.
That happens. Go down the list.
Bro, I was a part of probably one of the biggest college rivalries in the country, Army Navy. There's been it goes in streaks, man. Sometimes Navy, we were on when I was there, a 15-year winning streak. 15 straight years. I ain't talking about close games. I'm talking about smacking that ass 15 straight years. You know what I'm saying? But the game is still hard fought. People still want to see it.
Exactly.
And guess what? Now, Army kind of changed the tides. We got on them this year, surprisingly, but now it's getting more competitive again. Sometimes you have them stretches. You just do.
Exactly. And you have to be able to be on the other side. You have to be on the losing side of the stretch and be able to say, okay, we're going to have our time too.
Right.
We had our time in the past. We're going to have our time too.
Yep. You know it comes in cycles.
It comes in cycles. I mean, you can even going to PG, Pleasant Grove, Liberty Yellow.
Yep.
That rivalry, you beat Liberty Yellow.
Yeah, my senior year.
All right, I never beat Liberty though. 4 years, never beat them. It goes in streaks. Now, coming in today's time, PG back on top on that rivalry.
Right,
but it goes in streaks. Nobody's saying, "Oh, we're gonna end this rivalry. We're just gonna end it because the streak ain't all going our way." We can't. That's not acceptable in the sports world. We've got to get away from this type of shit because this is where the sports world is going now. Oh, we can't win over here. We just gonna go over here. That's where the sports world is going. I had a long conversation with a coach this year, and that's what we talked about. I've known this guy before he was a coach and all this stuff too. So I had a long conversation, and we talked about this. The sports world is heading towards, if I cannot win, I am going to move until I can win.
Yeah.
If I cannot play, I'm going to move until I can play.
Now, I don't have an issue with that.
No, it's not. It's why are you moving? I don't think you should use like hopping in the portal because you're not playing because of you is different than hopping in the portal because you're not playing because of your situation.
Right.
I'm saying
because if the issue is you, like you're the issue. When you transfer and go somewhere else, guess what's coming with you? You. And you still the issue. You still the problem.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. The sports world is getting to, because it's a double-headed sword. We want guys to have the freedom to be able to move around because there are situations where moving around is necessary.
Right.
But it also opens up the door, which I always say this, every system will be taken advantage of.
Yeah, it'll all be abused.
So now it's opening the door for guys to just move around because it's them. They want to move around. The reason they're not playing, they're going to move to the other place and they're not going to play there either. They're going to move to that. But if you keep moving, you will find a place that's so bad that you have to play. They have to put up with your shit.
But it's like one of those things where a person wake up in the morning and say, "Oh, it's going to rain today." It don't rain. It's going to rain today. It don't rain. Eventually, you say it long enough in more days in a row. Eventually, it's going to rain. You can be like, "Yep, see, I was right." Bro, you said it 2 months straight and then it didn't rain.
Exactly.
Bro, I'm going over here. I'm going to play. So you transfer. You don't play. Man, over here, I don't play. You just spent 4 years in school, or 4 years in whatever your sport is, jump from team to team to team. In 4 years, you've been in 4 schools. You get your senior year, you finally find a place you can play, and you shine. See, I told y'all, bro. It took you 3 years to finally get it right.
Exactly, and obviously there's a place where anybody can go where they're gonna put up with whatever you give them because they need you.
Right.
That place is out there for any of you guys that are thinking this way. That place is out there. You can go find it. But the level of competition is going down. Nobody is going to want to compete anymore. Why should I? You see it, and it's starting at the Little League level the most. Everybody wants to big up youth sports right now. Everybody's bigging up youth sports. Youth sports this, youth sports that, youth sports this. The youth sports is where it's starting.
Yep.
I can't play over here. I'm going to create me a team over here. My kid didn't play last year over there. Now we got a team over here. That's where it's going. And that's just trickling. It's not trickling down. It's trickling up.
Trickling up. Yep.
Because where are those kids that moved around for 10 different Little League teams in their Little League career? Well, they got to middle school and they weren't the starting quarterback like they was on that 10th Little League team. So guess what? I'm going to the next school next year.
Yeah, we going crosstown.
Can't play over there. Well, I'm going to high school over there. Well, finally, I can play. I done moved 20 miles down the road now. I can play. I'm in 1A now. Yeah. I'm there. I'm the star, baby. I told y'all it was me. I was good the whole time.
But it took you going down 3 classes.
You hear me? and so it start the sports is at a bad point. Is at a breaking point right now.
Yeah.
Well, what are we gonna do?
Dude,
are we gonna nut up as former athletes? Are we gonna nut up and speak on this shit and get it corrected? Or are we gonna let it flow and watch what we love to see go downhill? Everybody wants to bash the Pro Bowl for not performing. Are we gonna bash everybody for moving around until they really look like they're performing?
No, I don't think so, man. I think it's one of the things that people can say it comes with the territory.
What territory? What comes with it?
That's how the sport has evolved over time. You know what I'm saying? Now it would have to take somebody to do like a hard reset to get it to stop. But as long as these leagues continue to, like for example, if I ran a little league, right? So I have my team set straight up. Like here in South Dakota, the little leagues, the teams are already set. You're not coming in with no new team. So
exactly.
And it's set up based off where you live. So in order for your kids to even play on this another team, y'all gotta move. That's how hard they're making it here. You gotta move. You know what I'm saying? So how I would set it up is, hey, you all on this team, or hey, my kid didn't play, I want to start my own team. Dude, our teams are set. So he can either be on this team or not play at all.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. That's what I'm saying. It's like us as former athletes, are we going to take over and bring in leagues that are legitimate leagues with rules? This is how it goes. Y'all can you can go play over there or whatever and do whatever you want to, which I think there are some leagues here in town that are getting that way. Because you have to get that way. It's getting to a point where you have to be that way. No, we're not doing this. No, we're not doing that. Because if you give everybody free range, we've seen where it's going.
Right.
There are leagues here in town that I feel like are moving in that direction. But that's what it's going to have to be. This is the league. These are the teams. These are the people that are eligible to play on this team. But all this recruiting and you got a 10-year-old that weigh 200 pounds. Oh yeah, we want him. We're gonna get him on this thing. Oh, exactly. Come on, man.
It's kill it. Nip it in the bud.
Come on, man.
You got to
because not only does it kill the kids' competitive nature. Not only does it kill kids' competitive nature. Look what it does to the kids who aren't that guy. Look what it does to the kids who aren't 200 pounds at that age. Look what it is. Look what it does to the kids. They have nowhere to play.
No, because they got somewhere to play, but they end up being all on one team and they getting smashed. So it kills their whole confidence in the game. Like we're never gonna be good.
Exactly.
And they're not going to play. I've been a fan of little leagues. If you are a parent, you cannot be a part of the not a parent, but if you're coaching, you cannot be part of the committee. You're not on the board. You're a coach.
Conflict of interest.
Everybody want to play multiple roles. Oh, I want to be the coach and the commissioner. Nah, you are the coach. That's your part. the commissioners, not only are you commissioner, but you neutral. You ain't got a kid or nothing on for other teams. You can't stop family because that's how it go. But if you got a kid playing in that league, you cannot be a commissioner. You can't be on the board.
Because at some point it's going to become a conflict of interest.
Yes.
And as much as you don't want to be biased, it's kind of hard. I mean, there are people out here who cannot be biased towards their kids, which I think, like, I'll be like, I don't want to really ever coach my kids because I feel like I'm going to be the guy that's going to.
I don't
blaze my kid,
and
I'm going to blaze my kid.
And I've been on the record saying this. I don't believe parents should be coaches. If you're a dad coaching football, you should not be. If you want to coach, be a coach, but don't be a coach because you want to coach your son. I don't like that.
Exactly. It's hard because it's hard. You either have to be too hard on them, or so not. Everybody doesn't think that you're giving your kid special treatment, or you have to not be hard on them at all because that's their kid.
Right.
My boy Jordan Fazzolero says, "You got Little League coaches that care more about reliving their glory years than actually teaching kids. As long as anyone can just make a team, you won't fix the issue. An open school district is one of the best and worst things for athletes nowadays. We're just promoting the lack of competition from the top to the bottom." And I agree. It happens, but you have to open it up. But it's not truly open. Let's speak on this. It's not truly open.
What's not truly open?
I can move, but don't mean I'm going to get to play. Because my old coach can't write that letter.
Yep.
Send it in, envelope.
And now you go into investigation.
And now you missed that whole year.
Yep.
And now you missed that whole year. So it is opened up, which I think it should be open because you should be able to play where you want to play.
Right.
I do believe that. But I do not like the fact that a coach from your old school or anybody really, if you just move, anybody can write it in. Don't even got to be your own coach. Anybody can write in to UIL, and you have to stop. And that's true right there. It's open for who they want it to be open for. Everybody's not gonna get that letter written. If you little Johnny John and you just want to dip.
Until you start being
if you was all state last year, hey, you can hang it up, my brother.
Oh yeah, you might as well sign a contract.
You locked in. You locked and loaded. So it's a double-edged sword. If we're gonna start saying this, we saw it in youth sports first. Then I think it passed high school. Like it didn't hit high school at first. It started in youth sports and it jumped up, and we had the portal. Guys been able to play wherever they want to play.
Well, it didn't hit our area in high school, but like when I ended up going to college, like over in Maryland, the private schools played in the same league with the public schools. So what they was doing was, you know what I'm saying, if you went to DeMatha, which is a big all boys school in Maryland,
yeah,
and y'all go play Bowie County, and that's a school over in Maryland. Y'all play. You might see Bowie might got 3 or 4 guys you could use. So after the game, hey son, I like what I see. Trade contact information. Next thing you know, you the coach at Bowie, 3 of your best players and dipped and went to DeMatha. You know what I'm saying? And you can't do nothing. And guess what? You got to play them.
You got to play them. And so I guess that is correct. It hit our area in high school late.
Yeah.
Right. But we see it more and more and more every day. And I know we like to talk about the freedom of the players. We want the players to be able to do what they need to be able to do to be successful.
Right.
But we also have to remember, and I'm gonna leave it at this right here too. We also have to remember that back door that we're opening up as well.
Always.
Because I think at the beginning of this situation, I didn't think about that back door really. I think at the beginning of this situation, which I'm normally the guy who's always thinking of the people that's gonna take advantage of the situation.
Right.
But at the beginning of this whole deal, I just felt like, the players are getting what they need to get. This is what needs to happen for our sport. For sports in general. And I don't even think I thought about that back door that's got that slippery slope waiting outside for all these people that just want to go because I'm not playing. I'm not the guy over here. Let me move. And we have to think about that.
Man, and then like I say, and you've always said that's what anytime you create a new system, as soon as you create that system, there's somebody there's somebody trying to figure out how can I, you know what I'm saying, crack the code.
It starts
how
turning.
How can I hack the system? How can I get by?
Exactly. There are people that will spend more time trying to figure out how to bootleg your system than just signing up and going through it.
Yep, straight up.
24/7. There's gonna be more people trying to get a deal on whatever you're selling, and they'll just sign up, hit the website, hop on Shopify, and pay that price.
That's it. Hey, but one thing too, with all these little leagues, and I've seen this happen. When you have all these little leagues pop up and all this, and the more these leagues pop up, and old parents got to pay this X amount of money because we're gonna do this. All you do is you leave the door open for a big corporation to come in and shut that shit down. And what they'll say is, hey, you come play at our league for $25. You and your kid's gonna get a helmet. We're gonna provide the helmet, the jersey, the pants, shoulder pads, and some leagues cleats. Well, guess what? If I'm a parent and I see that, yo little Trey Jr., TJ, we're going over here and play in this league. Why? Yeah. Because I'm not paying $300-400 over here, and we traveling all over the damn place. And now I got to spend money on hotels every other weekend. Yeah. Not doing that. Now I pay $25, and we in this league, and everything's paid for, and we got one central location that we go to every Saturday. That's where I'm going.
That's where I'm playing, and that's what it's going to take. And I think that's coming. I mean, we got Boys and Girls Club down here, remodeled. I think I heard a couple mil and remodels over there. Starting leagues over there and stuff like that. I seen some little skills training going on over there or something. So hey, I think we're moving towards that way. We're moving towards that way. I hope so. But we're gonna get off that and we're gonna move on back to the NFL. And this is a good story right here, I believe.
The RTL podcast.
Straight out of Big Sandy, Texas. Your boy Lovie Smith.
Lovie back in the scene, baby.
Back up on the horse, man, taking them out. Houston Texans hire Lovie Smith.
Man, well, first off, I want to shout out to Lovie Smith. But when I heard it, I'm like, hey, I'm happy for him. It's great. And then my mind started turning like, did they just hire him because of all the smoke that's coming to the NFL right now?
And they need good pub.
And they need good pub. Now, I'm not saying he don't deserve it, because if you know anything about Lovie Smith, he is a damn good coach. Hell, he went to the Super Bowl. He's a Super Bowl coach. He did not win it, but he has been to the Super Bowl.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And to be a Super Bowl coach and not have a job when there's other coaches in the league who have never even sniffed the bowl, but they keep getting jobs, that's a disgrace. So I'm happy for him, but I also think it was a move by the NFL saying, hey, we need some good pub. Because all of a sudden you start seeing a whole lot of coaches of color start getting moved around in higher places.
Yeah, I think that's a question that needs to be asked. That's a question that needs to be asked, right? But I thought about that same exact thing when whenever I first heard the news. Are they hiring Lovie Smith as a publicity stunt? Yes, he is a deserving coach. We all know this. But he's been a deserving coach for the last 10 years.
Yep.
I don't know how many jobs he's interviewed for, but I'm sure he's interviewed for a few. He's been a deserving coach. Why now? At the same token, like you said, big ups to Lovie. He does deserve to be a coach in the NFL, I believe. I believe he's a better coach than about 10, at least. At least 10 coaches he's better than, I think. So he should have been in the league. But is this just a publicity stunt? The Texans are still caught up in the Deshaun Watson stuff. We don't know
what's going to happen with that.
Exactly. That's when you think of Houston Texans, that's the only thing you've thought about for the past year.
Well, that and the fact that they got rid of everybody seemed like.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm saying that was the news before. They lost all those guys. Texans are my team. Jordan Fazolero again. Texans are my team, but can't truth those owners. Trust. He meant to say trust those owners at all. So I would be willing to bet they just hired him for the publicity. Which is sad. Which is sad. That's a Texan fan right there, y'all.
Yeah.
That's a Texan fan coming at you live. They needed to do this. Will it turn up? Because if we go back to last episode, I talked about this. Yes, they need to do this. Yes, this may be publicity, but let's just say Lovey's in there. They can settle up with the Deshaun Watson stuff, and he's able to play. Because he can't play for Lovey.
Yeah.
Texans go to the playoffs next year. I'm not going to say they're going to win it all. Let's just say they go to the playoffs. Now Lovey's that guy.
It will, again. It's one of those, let me tell you, when people do these publicity stunts, they don't just do it and say, well, let's see what happened. They don't pull the trigger unless they've covered, everything is covered. Like, hey, this got to be a win, win, win. They can't take no losses in this. You know what I'm saying? So what'll happen is they hired him. So they hired a black coach. That's a win. You look good in publicity. All right. Now, if he come in and lose, he have 2-3 losing seasons and they fire him, they get no smoke. Hey, look, we gave him 3 years, 4 years. He didn't do his job. We got him up out of here. Bring somebody else in.
Yeah.
So people be like, well, they did give him opportunity. So you don't get no smoke from the media there. All right.
Exactly. Hey, hold on, pause real quick. Are you doing magic tricks? How did you switch that? What are you holding in your hand?
A piece of paper.
How did you switch it from that hand to that hand?
I just went like this.
Bro, I saw you do this right here, and then you came to the camera and then won, and then you picked it up in the other hand. I thought you were playing with me, trying to do some magic tricks or something.
No, I just you can't see his hand. It's over here.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm about to say, bro, do not do me like this on live podcast. But go ahead.
But no, so if he lose 3-4 years, then they gotta boot him out, right?
Yeah.
All right. So then that third win is if he come in here and he win and we go to the playoffs, guess what? Now it's we hired the coach, we gave him opportunity, and we in the playoffs. Boom! We told you. See, that's why you need minorities in coaching. Whatever they can spin that story. They got them media guys that can spin stories real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they like we covered. We can't lose in the situation. We won't look bad at all. So that's why they won't, and that's why they pull the trigger like that.
So my question to you again, I'll go back to what I asked you last week, and you were on the opposite side. You were the opposition in this. Is getting an opportunity because you're a minority a good thing for minority coaches?
Nope.
You still think no?
I still
even
think
after
no.
what you just said.
Yes. For the organization, it's good for because you get good PR. But for the coach, it's kind of a gray area because you don't know, did they hire me because they actually think I can do the job, or did they hire me because they're trying to check a box? But
why wouldn't you just throw that out the window and say, I have this job?
No, you do. You say, hey, I'm here now. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I'm here now. So I gotta get the job done, but it's always gonna be that thing in the back of your head saying, like, is what they telling me genuine?
Yeah.
As far as, hey, we want you to do X, Y, Z. Do y'all really want me to win here? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel that, but I just think that an opportunity is better than none.
Oh no, definitely.
And so Lovey may have not gotten this job if all this stuff wasn't in the loop. You know what I mean?
Right.
He may not have gotten it. He may still be sitting at the cribbo.
Well, he was coaching at Syracuse.
Sitting at the cribbo. I'm coaching the Super Bowl. Anything less than in the NFL is sitting at the cribbo. Right. I'm just doing it. I'm just doing it to keep my name out there so I can
pay his bills.
Get back up there. Oh, he ain't worried about paying no bills. I hope Lovey ain't living out there like that.
No, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? Just keep that check coming in.
But yeah, I say more just keeping our name out there.
Yeah.
Because I want to get back in the NFL. But if all this stuff wasn't going on, he may still be over there. Is all I'm saying. You know what I mean? So I get it. It's sometimes you always gonna question stuff, but my thing is now I'm in here and you have to win. You just know that.
Yep, you got to win.
But what is one thing that our grandpa told us all the time? As a black man, you already got
2 strikes against you.
Okay, then. I'm Lovey way older than we are.
Yeah.
So he done heard it.
So he know.
Get it? You know, you already know what you got to do. Get in there and get it done.
That's it.
Get in there and get it done. And now, but listen, you get in there and get it done, and now you're the story.
Yeah.
Now you're the story. Lovey turns the Texans around. You're cemented forever. Yes, it was a sly way you had to get up in there, but you did it.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, I'm against it, but I also know like sometimes, hey, I don't care how I got in the door. I'm in the door. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get to the party. If
he was the DC in Houston this year. I didn't even know that.
See, me neither. I swore I thought he was in Syracuse. Shout out to Fozzie.
That was Fozzie, Texans fan, but hey, Texas, I will say the Texans have been in the dark this last year.
Yeah, with the whole Deshaun Watson thing, it's kind of just.
I didn't see the Texans on. I didn't watch the Texans. I didn't watch not one Texan play this year.
I don't think I have either.
Couldn't tell you their record. Can you?
No, bro. I'm telling you, I hadn't watched a Texans game since they got rid of like J.J. Watt and all them cats. I mean, they just all dipped. I'm like, I don't know nobody on that team. Nobody.
Fozzie, as a Texan fan, because you know me, I gave up fanmanship, or team fanmanship as of last year. I gave that up. It's a great life. Maybe you might be coming my way soon if this don't turn around in Houston. But as a Houston fan, how was it going through that season? How does that keep you? How do you keep on being just that? I want it because y'all haven't had very much success. They screwed Cully this last season. No coach wins with that team. I agree with that. No coach wins with that team. That was a disaster. Plus, no QB.
Yeah.
But as a fan, how do you keep day in and day out, week in and week out, turning on them sorry ass Texans? Because when I was a Falcon fan, I'll tell everybody, I was a Falcon fan. I watched Matt Ryan shit away 28-3. I watched it, cried, everything. I was that guy. After that, I watched the injury-riddled Falcon team try to get through the next season at the bottom of the pack. I came back for the next year. Trash. And it was weighing on in my real life, I feel like. I couldn't talk sports with people. Oh, y'all lost this week. What your team do? I couldn't handle that. So, as a Texan fan, man, I just want to know how did you get through that, man? How did you make that work, man? How did you make that pop off? And I guess I can ask you the same question, Trey. I see my boy Sugar Free Colton on here. I can ask y'all the same question. How do y'all week in and week out turn on them sorry ass Cowboys?
Man, you gotta power through it, man.
My boy Fozzie says he honestly watched like 3 games and saw what he believed was going to be a terrible season confirmed, so I had to turn that crap off. Are you coming back? Are you coming back, Fozzie? Will you remain a Texan?
I know with the Cowboys, what you do is, man, it's like eating a bowl of not pinto beans, but black eyed peas. They ain't good. You know they're good for you, but they don't taste good, and you just got to power through them to get to the bottom of the bowl.
Listen, man. Oh, Cam, I can talk about Cam too. I see Cam down here in the comments want to bring up Julio. Goat Jones. I won't even say Julio. Goat Jones. The Saints, so you turn on the Saints, you watching that shit every week too, Cam. How you doing that? I want all y'all to do this next year. I'm not saying y'all need to make it permanent like I have, but next year, I want all y'all to just back away from team fanmanship. Pick a sport. I ain't gonna even make y'all go away from y'all's dreaded Cowboys or trash Saints who Julio ran it up on millions of times. But just step away from y'all's team next year in any sport. It could be just a sport that you kind of just watch. Because we know as sports fans, we still have our heartstrings tugged anytime a team plays or loses. And even though, like, I'm a Boston fan. I do not watch baseball all the time, but I'm a Boston fan. When Boston's down in the dumps, I'm down in the dumps. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you can pick a different sport. It don't have to be a sport you love. Step away from fanmanship and just watch. And see how much better you enjoy the sport. Because I have no ties to the game.
Bro, I have to stop watching UFC. I cannot watch a UFC event, especially if somebody or if one of like the guys that I'm a fan of, like last night, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't watch that fight because
who fought last night?
Izzy.
Oh, he fought Robert Whitaker?
Yeah, tore him up.
Of course.
But I get anxiety because I'm thinking, man, if they lose, man, I'm like, I feel like I lost.
Yeah.
I feel like, dude, when I love Tyron Woodley, but to see him keep getting his ass kicked time and time and I literally go to bed Sunday night, Saturday night, wake up Sunday morning, look at my phone, and it's ESPN, Tyron Woodley defeated by such and such. But the last fight when he lost to Jake Paul, bro, I was like, I felt defeated, bro.
Because that's your guy.
I thought it was over. I said, bro, what I mean, I'm in the bathroom. What we doing? What we doing?
What we doing, man?
What we doing?
Like you was in training camp.
Yeah, man, what we doing? I'm feeling bad.
Exactly.
Like shit.
Which I do with UFC. I do have it. Adesanya. That's probably my favorite guy, but I don't watch UFC like that. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter. But I do that when I am gonna watch it. That's who I'm gonna watch. But when you step away from the fanmanship, like especially specific team fanmanship, we speak French now. You speaking French? That's talking about we, man. But hey, when you step away from the fanmanship, it just opens your eyes up to, I don't know. It just makes it better because it's kind of like college football, right? Like if you go play college football,
yeah.
Once you graduate, it's kind of like I'm not a fan of this team, so you really don't have a team. Like if you're not a fan of your team, some people are a fan of their team, but if you are like I had a team before I went to college, right?
Yeah,
I was a Florida State fan. Go to college, SMU. Done with college, I'm not gonna go back to being a Florida State fan, but I'm really, obviously SMU ain't never gonna be in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Or at least not for a while.
Yeah.
So who am I rocking with? So I don't have a team, and I just get to watch college sports, and I think it's the best thing on earth. I didn't think NFL was good at all. I used to be like, man, I really don't like NFL football, but I like the Falcons, so I'm gonna watch it. But now that I've stepped away from my fanmanship, I love NFL football. It's way better than college,
man. Nah, I don't think it's better than college,
bro. It is way better than
college. Not from an excitement standpoint.
How did you watch NFL?
Because you really don't get excitement like on a Sunday. You might get excitement on like 5 games.
Why?
Just based on this performance. Now when I watch college, I'm watching. It depends on what conference you're watching, but you getting
exactly. You gotta pick and choose. You gotta pick and choose which college game you watch.
The fact that they out there busting their chops trying to get to the next level, but on top of that, you seeing guys that you never heard of shine. You know what I'm saying? Like in NFL, you pretty much know who gonna be the star of that game. But going into college, you might think, this dude gonna be the dude, and all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, the Brickashaw Ferguson hop out, and you don't even know who he is, and then boom, he blow up, and you watch him come up.
I watched him come up in the league too, rookie year all the way up.
Yeah,
but listen, if you cannot tell me right now, outside of the SEC, which is pretty much already NFL players, if you're talking about turning on the SEC football game, you're watching NFL. So I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear nothing about SEC.
But you still watching a guy that's hungry.
You're watching NFL players. I mean, he's hungry, but you're watching NFL players.
But they play different when they hungry, man.
They play, bro. You cannot tell me that you turn on an NFL football game. Maybe so because you're a Cowboy. You ain't took away your fanmanship yet, so you might not be seeing what I'm seeing. You turn on an NFL football game, bro. The stuff that those guys are out there doing, especially being a college athlete, you know what they're supposed to be doing. When you turn on an NFL game and you watch it, bro, the moves the D linemen make, the offensive linemen, the receivers get offs, the corners, The safeties covering. Safeties coming downhill on the run. You can't tell me you're getting that out of college if you're not watching the SEC. You're not seeing that stuff.
Well, no, not outside the SEC.
Okay, then. The SEC is pro football.
Outside the SEC, what you'll see a handful of guys doing that. You know what I'm saying? Now, when you watch the SEC, you seeing the whole offense, the whole defense out there just doing it to the point where you can tell the guy, oh, he ain't gonna be there next year because he ain't playing like everybody else. He stand out.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
You can be like, that's the weak link right there. Like you can pick the weak link on the SEC defense. It's always one.
NFL football is putting out a better product on the field every day, every Sunday than college. I used to be the opposite way and think not, but now I am confirmed, bro. The stuff that these guys are doing on a regular play, a 2-yard play. Let's think a 2-yard run. You can take clips of every 2-yard run in the NFL right now and press play on them jokers and just watch everything that go on in that 2-yard run. It's incredible. It's ridiculous, really. It's almost unbelievable. The stuff that these guys are pulling off and at their size, their age. Everything is against these guys.
I say pride in motion.
Everything's against these guys, and they are out there doing it sometimes flawlessly.
I'm with Fozzie. I just have more fun watching college, and I think the reason I have more fun watching college because I've been there, and that's why I can feel
that because you know what those guys are feeling, right?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I have more fun watching the NFL because I don't know. I don't really like them feelings. I don't really like them feelings I got. Maybe so. I like watching NFL, man, because I don't know what they feeling. I want them to feel that. You know what I'm saying? But no, I just think those guys, like, when you get to any pro sport, man, what the guys are out there doing, like, I like my boy Ron. We had a long drive yesterday. He watched the entire Chelsea Championship Cup game yesterday in the car. And I was trying to watch it, but I don't know what they're supposed to be doing, right?
Yeah.
He could be running around in a circle on purpose, and he's supposed to do that. I don't know. So I can't really get in it. I can't, you know what I'm saying? But the fact that I know what these guys are supposed to be doing out here in the NFL, and especially in basketball too. I know what they're supposed to be doing in that. In baseball, I know what they're supposed to be doing in that. When I watch at the professional level, they're aliens.
Yes.
They're some of these guys out there are not human. They can't be.
No, especially in the soccer world.
I don't know about the soccer world because I don't know what they're supposed to be doing.
No, I'm just talking about, like, I don't know much about soccer, but I do know when I see a cat kick a soccer ball 70 yards and a dude in mid stride able to turn, do a backflip and bicycle kick the joker into the goal that's another 30 yards behind him, bro, that's some alien shit.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy, but that's rare.
It ain't rare as you think it is.
Alien, like, yes, it is. I just watched the whole game yesterday and didn't see that.
No, but bro, I'm saying, but you can go find you some a whole 2-hour long clip of
they've been playing soccer forever. It's one of the first sports.
This is recent stuff too.
This is what I'm saying right here. I'm saying a 2-yard play, something that you wouldn't even look at. You got to go find the most extravagant play in soccer to get excited about.
I'm saying because I don't know soccer. Now, somebody like Rex, when Rex will watch soccer and he excited because he knows. He knows what's going on.
That's what I'm saying. In the NFL, on a regular play, it might not even be a no game. It's a regular play. The things that are happening in that play are unhuman.
Oh yeah, I mean you got guys blocking the dude, and then you see another guy coming to his side and he catches and shift them hips. Boom, block him. He blocking 2 guys at the same time. A guy coming underneath, he cutting through. It's just,
you see an old lineman. You'll see an old lineman that bench press is 450 pounds. That's what he bench presses, or 500 pounds. Let's say that. Let's say he bench presses 500 pounds. You will see him bench pressing 800 pounds.
Yeah, because he got 2 people here
of dead weight. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's ridiculous, and that's like at the least amount of, you know what I'm saying, anything. Running back going through the hole, getting low. Oh, you can say let's talk about Derrick Henry, somebody who Derrick Henry runs the ball opposite of every way you've ever been taught to run the ball.
Yep. Yes.
Opposite. And this dude got hurt, and all the way to like week 9 was leading the league in rushing. He's out there running the ball wrong.
And don't look like you're moving that fast.
And get behind him.
Dude, that's the only way you could tell he moving fast is he creating separation. He not even moving that fast. But then you see a guy come smoking, running up, and he's just still gone.
Walking off. And it's just unhuman. The perfect example of Nick is talking about is Cooper Kupp's interview after the game when he's explaining what he saw, and 90% of viewers had no idea what he was explaining. On top of them being the best athletes on the planet. Exactly, which I don't think Cooper Kupp is one of the best athletes. We'll get to that on another episode because I'm starting to have beef with Cooper Kupp, kind of, over his fan base. And I don't want to have beef with this man because I don't know him, but it's getting there. It's getting there with me and Cooper Kupp. It's almost up there, really. It's almost on site with me and Cooper Kupp. You know what I'm saying? Because of his fan base.
Bro, it's a cultural thing, man.
You stupid.
It is. It's a cultural thing, bro.
Explain.
So we like you said it last show. We stuff that other people do. We look at it as this is what he's supposed to be doing. The fact that if you look at Cooper Kupp, he does not look like your typical all-star NFL receiver. You know what I'm saying? So even when like I'll be at my gas stations talking to people and talking about sports, they'll be like, "Hey man, you like Cooper Kupp?" And I'm like, "Yeah, he decent." "Oh, dude, he the best thing out there," because he looked different doing it. When you see Julio Jones, you know what I'm saying, moss somebody, you like, "All right, cool. He been doing that for a long time. He been doing that." When you see Cooper Kupp doing it, you think it's just the best thing ever because you're not used to somebody in his frame doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
And then
hold up. Click on Cam's comment because this is the second time he wanted us to speak on Michael Thomas because it's the second time he said his name. So I'm gonna give him what he want. Oh, poor little Saint. So poor little Tink down there in New Orleans. Michael Thomas over everybody is what Cam says. I like Michael Thomas though. I like Michael Thomas. He's just on the wrong team, man.
He is. Hey, he need to leave.
Hey, look, I'm not a Falcon no more. But that Saints hatred is always gonna run deep. That Saints hatred is always gonna run deep. So when Michael Thomas moves, when he goes to a different team, he can get some more pub on that show. But right now, it's a wrap on any Saints activity. It's a no Saints. This is no fly zone for the Saints around here.
I do like Jameis though.
Yeah, shout out Jameis. I want him to leave too, but I just don't know where he can go. I just don't know where he can go, man. I hate to say that. I just don't know where he can go. I just don't know where he can go. Oh, yeah, I know. Cam just said that's why he can't let Julio make it. Because I know, man, watching them 250s and 300s, I know that was hard for you, Cam. As a Saints fan, there just wasn't nothing y'all could do. Yeah, I know that was hard, man. Y'all was happy when my boy started getting hurt and all that stuff, you know, but it's whatever. Yeah. I'm no longer, actually, that's me slipping back into fanmanship right there. I am not a Falcon. I am not a Falcon. Hey, Julio is the GOAT. But Fozzie did make a good point right there. Cooper Kupp's knowledge is high. He has a high knowledge of the game. It makes him good. That's what separates the pros from the great athletes that can't make it. And I do agree with that.
Definitely. But back to his fan base though, you got a lot more kids that look like Cooper Kupp that see him and hey, I can be him. And they lift him up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree, and that's good for the sport too. Let's be honest.
Oh yeah, it's definitely good for the sport.
Hey, because you made a comment like last week, I think, to me when we were talking on the phone, and that kind of this right here. You said Jackie Robinson would be highly, highly, highly disappointed.
Yeah.
You know, in the baseball world today.
Right.
And there's not that many guys that look like us
that play baseball.
Exactly. I might take that back. There are a lot of guys that look like us that play baseball, but they are not from America.
No. Like I said, it messed me up growing up when I saw Sammy Sosa. Because you know, when you're young, you don't you don't look at somebody's last name and you can tell where they from. You know what I'm saying? You just think that his last name's Sosa. You know what I'm saying? And then when he got to talking, the first time I heard him talking, why he talk like that? Because I didn't know another black person that spoke that way.
Exactly.
So, and then you know what I'm saying, Chibo was like, because he ain't from around here. You know, I was like, oh, okay.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
All right, okay. That make now as I know, you can be black, but you're not African American, or you're not American, you're not from Africa. You could be from the Dominican Republic, you could be from Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And so I think we need more guys, which we do have a few guys. The guy LSU guy that just signed last year from around here. Braylon Bishop at Arkansas High, also from Ashdown, out of here last year. And we need more guys to get there.
Yeah.
Because baseball is my first love. I would love to see more black guys playing baseball. Just how I stepped into the hunting world and I love to hunt now and all that stuff, I would love to see more black guys step off into the baseball world, because taking an athlete, because you don't have to be an athlete to play baseball. Let's get that straight. I'm not gonna be one of those guys, oh, he's baseball player, he's great, amazing athlete, and fight for the sport like that. I'm not gonna do it, because you don't have to be. You don't have to be that guy. But I would love to see more guys with the athleticism of the African American culture step into the baseball world and turn that son of a bitch upside down.
Yeah.
Because it would happen. And this is not on no like, oh, pro-black, whatever. It's not on that. It's just the real of the facts. I've seen it. I've seen guys step off the basketball court. Shout out my boy Dustin Thomas. Step off the basketball court, not having played baseball since being in the Little League, but he's an athlete. Come out to a practice and show out. It was easy. You know what I mean? And that makes it simple. Easier for guys that look like us to take that plunge and to get out there whenever somebody makes it in the league. So Cooper Kupp is doing for the sport, doing for football what I would like to see, these guys from our area that are making it, the Braylon Bishops of the world, do for baseball, man, because baseball is a fun sport to play. It's tragic to watch. Let's not cap. Baseball is tragic to watch. It's hard to go to a game unless it's MLB where you can have your little beverages and your hot dogs or whatever, and you're chilling in the box or something like that. Maybe get you a couple autographs to make your time worthwhile. Then it's cool. But as far as going to a high school baseball game or going to a college baseball game, unless you got skin in the game, it's boring. No one's just there unless you have family or you're a crazy fan. But playing the sport, I don't know if there's a sport that's more fun to play. I know I went to college and played football, but baseball was probably, if I could go back in all my memories, and I'm thinking about my sports career, baseball memories all the way dating back, T-ball days. I still have those memories. They're super, super vivid in my brain. The mental that baseball came with, I think, helped me out in all my other sports. The mental capacity. You're gonna fail in baseball way more than you're gonna succeed.
Yep.
Easy. You're going to fail in baseball way more than you're going to succeed. So I think that also helped me out. So I think the more guys that we can get into the game of baseball, let's not even say baseball, just mental games, golf, pick up the chessboard. Games like, if we can get more guys that look like us and doing things like that, those are the things that help you out in the sport you actually want to, and like the sport that you want to play. So you're a lover of football or a lover of basketball, having one of those mental sports in your background is going to boost your athleticism. It's going to boost your knowledge of the game. It's going to boost what you can do for any team. Like whenever I was playing and things like that, I could be stuck on any team, and I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna work my way into the rotation. I'm gonna work my way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I got the mental capacity to fail. I know I'm gonna strike out eventually. It's gonna happen. I know I'm not going to get up here and get on base every single time. It's going to happen. And I remember being a young buck, and I used to throw my helmet, break helmets every weekend. You remember?
Yep.
I'm breaking helmets, breaking bats, because I'm failing. I'm good at everything. How am I failing at this? And so that just boom, 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 all through the years, you gonna fail. Yep. All right. Now I know I'm gonna fail. I'm cool with it. Now how we gonna figure out how we gonna fix
it. That's the part, bouncing back. And, exactly. and truth be told, these young athletes, they don't have the bounce back. They if shit goes wrong, it's wrong for the rest of the game. And it's exactly. because, and it's like, as much as I love football, as long as I know what I'm doing in football, that's all that matters. But when you playing, like, say, baseball, or like you said, chess or golf, you got to be 3-4 moves that you got to be thinking about, 3-4 moves ahead. What am I going to do in this situation? Because everything is situational. And football, if it's running back, you don't got to worry about that, because there's somebody up in the press box that's handling the situation. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Same with the quarterback. The OC is letting him know this is what we're gonna do next based off this. If you're playing golf, it's on you. You know what I'm saying? You know your game. Do you got a short game? You got a long game? How are you with your irons? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You got to know
builds that mental capacity.
Exactly.
And that's what happens in the sports world. Like, let's just Alvin Kamara. Let's talk about mental capacity for a second. Alvin Kamara goes to the Pro Bowl. After the Pro Bowl, gets into a scuffle, gets arrested. Now he's in all this extra. You've got to have, I don't know Alvin Kamara personally, but you have to have a certain mental capacity once you reach stardom, right?
Right.
Anything you do is going to be
amplified.
Exactly. Anything you do is going to be pushed to the world. They're going to make an example out of you. Anything you do. You're going to go to jail for longer than the other person that punched the guy on the strip. You're going to be ridiculed at your workplace more than the guy that works at Walmart that got in the fight. You have to have a certain mental capacity to handle it. And I believe playing other sports gives you that.
Yep. I believe it.
All right. And baseball is one of the best. That for me. Golf might be for you. Tennis. Like I said, chess.
Chess is the big one, because you got to know what your moves, and you got to know your opponent's moves and what his next possible moves could be. You know what I'm saying? And it requires thinking. And when you start thinking strategically, that's when you start excelling in your sport, especially in a sport like football. You know what I'm saying? If you can, you don't have to have that, but if you're equipped with it,
yeah,
it's gonna help, especially if you're a quarterback. If you're on defense, you can say, hey, I know, you know what I'm saying, after watching film, when they get in this situation, they do XYZ, it just puts you in a better position.
Yeah. I agree, man. I agree. But today is
tuned in to the RTL podcast.
Today is Super Bowl Sunday. And we got some picks to make.
Let's do it.
Give me your winner and why. And give me your score.
All right. I got the winner going to be the Bengals. It's going to be 34-31. Last minute field goal going to win it. And I'm hoping that, because I got a square that's in with that score. So I win some big money. Yeah. But I think the Bengals are hot right now. I think they're the underdog. They truth be told, not supposed to win on paper. They're not supposed to win. And I think they're going to go out there and they're going to play like that. They're going to play like, you know what? We hadn't been here since the 80s. Let's give it all we got, because the odds are we won't come back.
All right. I hear you. I like that pick. But I'm going to hit you with the reality pick. The Rams are going to win this game, and they're going to win it big. I wasn't going to say that. I was going to say, maybe it'd be a close game. I want the Rams to win. But the Rams are going to win this game, and I think they're going to win it big. One, the Bengals are super young.
Right.
And you just said a really, really key point right there. They're hot. They've been hot. And we all know what happens with the heat.
It can cool off.
We all know what happened with that heat. When that fire burning, Hold that water on it. It's over with.
But it's still hot afterwards, though.
Hey, listen to me. Yeah, so next year they're gonna be good again. Next year they're gonna be good again. I agree. They're gonna have a little bit more experience under their belt. They're probably gonna be in at least the conference championship again next year. I think this team, as long as they keep these guys under contract and stuff, they're gonna be here for a minute. This Bengals team ain't going nowhere. But when you go all in, because you talking about the Bengals saying they ain't gonna be here again. Hey, the Rams may not be here again.
Oh no, they opened up the pocketbook.
Exactly. So they went all in this year. Picked up V. Miller. Go get Odell. Matt Stafford. You know AD gonna get his money.
Yep.
We gotta win, y'all. We have to win. We have to win the Super Bowl. Because this team is going to get a facelift in the offseason.
No, you think who?
Somebody gotta go.
I bet Odell leave.
Somebody gotta go.
But that's it. Von Miller ain't Von Miller not
big
going
piece.
nowhere.
Odell is a humongous piece.
Yes.
To this to success. Because think about it, Robert Woods. Think about if there's no Odell, Robert Woods is hurt right now.
So either gonna get rid of Woods or get rid of Odell.
Odell is gonna be. It probably will be Odell, but Odell is huge.
Yeah.
Not saying that Robert Woods is, but we don't know what he's gonna be. ACL. We don't know. We don't know what he's gonna be yet. So Robert Woods comes back next year. Odell's gone. It's still a different team. Then there's gonna be a bunch of guys that's gonna leave also that we're not even thinking about. Like they're not that guy names that we say, but he's playing a role right now. He's that corner that's spilling Jalen. You know what I mean? And he holding his own out there. Well, he a Super Bowl champion now.
Cam Akers.
I gotta get my bread and I gotta go. So I got the Rams winning big here because they know it's all on the line. And when you bag something up in the corner, we all know what happened.
Yeah, that primal instinct kick in.
Exactly. We got to win here.
But also, I mean, you got two teams that you got one team that's young. They don't know if they're gonna come back. You got an older team that's like, hey, we here. We got to win now. You got two teams that like they got to win now. They have to.
The Bengals don't have to win now. I'm not saying that they're going to go out there and play like it, but they don't have to win right now. This team, at least for the next 2 years, is going to be this team.
But you think about it. They not supposed to be here. They
only because of the O-line. Only because of the O-line.
The O-line is trash.
That is the only reason that they're not supposed to be here.
And they don't. Oh boy, let me shut up. Ball Chauffeur and say they ain't got no running game. I forgot about Joe Mixon. Let me be quiet.
Exactly. Their O-line is the only reason they're not supposed to be here, right?
Yeah, but they can fix that.
That this team is going to be around for a while.
I think when you in the dance, hell, you want to get it done now. I don't want to have to say like, well, we young, we can come back next year because a whole lot of stuff can happen.
No, yeah, I get that. No one says that. No one goes in and says, we're young, we come back next year. But when it's play 16 of the drive that started on the one back there, and Matt Stafford and the boys driving it down the field on you, we might come back next year. Because start creeping. It start creeping back there. Oh, it start creeping. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And it happens. And that's what's gonna happen today.
Man.
That's what's gonna happen today, man. I just feel like
it's a game of moments.
It is a game of moments.
Oh, bro,
go ahead.
You gotta
hold on before you go on. I don't want to get in no trouble now. Before you go on, this part of the show is brought to you by Say Grace home cooked meals and desserts. And if you're in the Texarkana area this week, stop by Central Mall and pick you up some chocolate covered strawberries, chocolate covered cake balls by the dozen and half dozen, combo cake ball, strawberry boxes, variety box. The variety box includes dipped Oreos, strawberries, cake balls, and pretzel rods. You can also get cupcakes. You can get them single, half dozen, or a full dozen. You're also going to get some of Lucille's old-fashioned tea cakes, and let me tell you something.
She didn't hit it, did she?
Hey, what that say right there? What's that say on my arm right there, baby? Lucille.
Lucille.
All right? You get you some of Lucille's old-fashioned tea cakes. You can also get you a wine tumbler, gift box with treats, skinny tumbler, gift box with treats. So you got a wine tumbler, which is the short tumbler. And that's also a shout out to No So Creations on the tumblers.
For sure.
Shout out to No So Creations on the tumblers. So you got your little South Dakota, Texas mashup coming at you, coming live with a pop-up shop right here in Central Mall. And that's going to be Say Grace, home cooked meals and desserts, teaming up with No So Creations out of South Dakota. And they get you right for this Valentine's Day.
Did you hit the tea cakes on the head?
Hey. Ding. You know what I'm talking about?
Hey man, if I'm saying a lot of cats, y'all didn't have the pleasure of getting some tea cakes from Lucille Boone, but let me tell you, when she made the tea cakes, I don't know what it was, but it's like people smelling the air, and all of a sudden people pulling up just to say, "Hey, oh, you made some tea cakes." Hey, in that bowl she had filled to the top.
Come get them. Come get them, man.
Come get them, man.
But yeah, this week. First, before you do that, you get on Facebook and you like the Say Grace page. Secondly, then this week you pull up to Central Mall and pick up your order. If you didn't order, you pull up to the pop-up shop and you get what you want. But either way it go, you stop by and you check out Say Grace, home cooked meals and desserts, and get what you need. Because I know a lot of y'all, it's already Valentine's Day and you ain't bought nothing yet.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? So if you need that last minute.
And don't go to Walmart, because Walmart already getting ready for what you call Easter.
Exactly. So unless you plan on giving your girl an Easter basket for Valentine's Day, go to the mall, Say Grace, home cooked meals and desserts, and get your last minute little gift, man, and make sure you get to sleep in your bed on Valentine's Day and not the couch. Go ahead, man. Go ahead. What you were talking about?
Oh no, I forgot what I was even talking about.
I had to make sure I didn't get in trouble. I had to make sure I get that promo in there, man. You know how it is.
Get making them phone calls. Hey, man. Hey.
Exactly. But man, actually, at this time of the show, let's go ahead and open the doors, man. Open the doors up. If you want to hop in, you got a rebuttal to anything we said. You got anything you want to add? You want to find out any more about Say Grace? Hit that link, hop on and talk to us. Just know the eject button is in full effect, and we had to show y'all a couple weeks ago how that worked.
Oh, they tried to pop back up in here today.
The eject button is in full effect. But if you got any rebuttals, anything you want to add to the show, anything you want to say, you want to get on here and just say, "Hey, mama," you want to get on here and shout out your girl for Valentine's Day, whatever you want to do.
Link in the description.
Hit that link. And also, I want to take this time to shout out everybody last week for the shares. We had 10 shares on our last show.
Oh, yeah.
And so we're going to pick out one of those people and send them a free t-shirt.
Hey, what we're going to do is next show, I'm going to set up a little wheel, and we'll do it live on the show. Spin that joker, and if you land on your name, you win a shirt.
You win the shirt. You send your address to Read Talk and Listen Facebook DM or Instagram DM, and we will get you
your gear.
That gear, man. You're gonna be the first person outside of ourselves with a Read Talk and Listen t-shirt. So hey,
sure.
Get that shirt. But also
an exclusive club.
Exactly. And also, but not for long, because Shopify is coming soon. And that's what I was about to say. Right now, go ahead, like that page, share that page, subscribe to that page. On YouTube, hit the notification bell. On Spotify, Apple Music, hit that subscribe. Also, hit the notification bell, and so you can hear us anytime we pop on. Also, you can find us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. What's it called over there? Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio. Anywhere you can hear podcasts, you can hear my voice and also the voice of the dreaded Archer.
For sure. Hey man, big things over here, dude. We doing big things. Hey, and it's episode 10. We normally do about 12 episodes a season. So you know what that means? Season 4 will be coming, and with every season, bigger and better things always.
Exactly. Bigger and better things coming. We're gonna have the pop-ups coming back for y'all. We're gonna have the video of what we're talking about. We're gonna have the articles of the things that we read. We're gonna have everything like that popping up for you guys. We growing and y'all growing with us. So we appreciate that, man. We appreciate all the love we've been getting. There he is.
Hey.
What up?
What up? Hey, boy.
Hey, man, I'm gonna say, yo, I'm a little late. You know, my internet's slow over here. We all know that. The Christmas tree cakes. Say, Grace, I know it's a little outside of season, but hey, you like them Valentine's hearts? I'm sure she can hook it up.
Hey, yeah, we had a Christmas tree cake catered to the office, and hey, it was a splash.
But he put it up there for a minute, but I just had to get on here and say, Joe Burrow, that's what he sounded like for Wayne.
Hey, man, hey, I saw a picture, bro. I had to save it. You know how they had the old picture of Death Row Records and they had Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Tupac, and they photoshopped Joe Burrow with his chain.
Man, I ain't gonna do no spoiler, but there may be a Texarkana Game Day Death Row pick finna come out. I've been pushing for it for a minute. I got the jewelry for everybody to buy. I got the chains. I know Nick got his chains.
Oh yeah, you know. I might have to go gold for that one though. If we're gonna do a Death Row, I might have to go gold. But man,
I got a little bit.
Hey, why you on here though? Since I got two people going for the Joe Burrow, are we putting any coins in the pot?
Man, while we was out there in the foreign land of Colorado, had to get on DraftKings. I got a little skin in the game,
Okay, you got some skin in the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got about $100 on a Super Bowl board at one of my stores, so going down.
Yeah. I hate to say this for y'all, man, but I like Joe. I like Joe Burrow, man. I like him, man. I like Cigar Joe. I want to see Cigar Joe, but I think it's gonna be all Matthew Stafford tonight, boys.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really bet against. I mean, you can. I did, but Matthew Stafford. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Ramsey and McDonald. I mean, those cats, they're them guys. There's some guys on the other side. You know what I'm saying? Like Joe Mixon, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's going to be. Anytime the Patriots ain't in the Super Bowl, it's a win.
Yeah, I agree.
And we ain't had to really worry about that for a little while now. But
I don't know, man.
I'm crunk about the halftime show. Like I just.
That's
what
I think to be tonight. Tonight's gonna be
one of the better
Super
Super Bowls we didn't had in a while. I think it's gonna be real electrifying, real entertaining, all the way around the whole experience. So,
all right, Cam, give me a score.
I'm gonna say 28-23 Bengals.
Oh, okay then. All right, man. 28-23 Bengals. You hear it here first from the super producer, Killer Cam himself. Trey's got 34-31. What you think about that? You ain't gonna try to hop on that bandwagon?
That's a hot square. I would not be mad with that square. I do feel like it could be a high scoring game.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be high scoring on the Rams.
If you bet the bookie, I definitely bet the over.
It's gonna be a high scoring game on the Rams end. But we know because this is what I do know about the Bengals in the playoffs for sure. They'll let you run out there a little bit. They'll let you get off the run, and then they got because they're young. They got to settle down.
Yeah,
get the start, get the big eyes out the way, and then they settle in and they rocking. You're not coming back on the Rams.
No,
not in the Super Bowl.
They cannot do that. If they cannot let the Rams come out and score a bunch of points and think that defense is gonna just fold up. That defense actually might get stronger if that happens.
Because Jalen's gonna be Jalen. Let's just go ahead and put it like that. Running the ball is gonna be extremely hard. AD is gonna be AD. Your O-line is suspect. AD gonna be AD. You know what I'm saying? So it's tough.
Yeah, Aaron Donald. I think I might have said Aaron McDonald. I got food on the brain right now.
Yeah, I thought you did, but I wasn't gonna say nothing. I was like, no, he maybe I heard him wrong.
No, that was my bad. I'm thinking about the cheeseburger right about now.
So y'all, so that's what I want y'all to take in consideration. I know y'all already placed your coins in the pots, but I don't know if they put them in the right pot.
You win some, you lose some, but you live. You live to see another day.
think you man with that gun, don't you?
Hey man, do me one favor, man. Let me get them horns, man, and I'm a bounce.
Give my boy the horn.
Yes, sir.
Hey, peace.
Hey, that's my super producer, Killer Cam, man. Boy,
Oh,
hey,
I know I was gonna say, bro. I was at the gym yesterday
yeah.
and I was running, and they had a doctor. It was I think it was a 30 for 30, but it was with Tom Brady and Charles Woodson,
Mhm.
and they was talking about the Tuck rule and all that. You know what I'm saying, and how that one play call changed Tom Brady's whole career. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they was talking about it from Tom Brady's point of view, and then they switched over and started talking with Charles Woodson and about it. And they did this whole thing where what if it got overturned? And they photoshopped Charles Woodson's face on Tom Brady, like holding up the trophy and all this stuff, and had Tom Brady like walking off the field. And it's like, you know, that would have been the end of his career. You know what I'm saying? Bledsoe would have came back and would have da. We would have never heard about Brady. And Woodson was saying like how all Tom Brady's success came from that one play.
Dang.
That's why I said, man, it be them moments, bro.
Moments. It's a game of moments. That's correct. But this is Super Bowl Sunday. Got to kick it with the family a little bit. I have been going out of town for a week, so we got to wrap this thing up. But I can't get out of here without doing the mental health checks, man. So we got a scale on 1 to 10. And this is what's crazy is I got a lot of notes over here that we did not touch today. So we're probably gonna have a little episode 10.5 for you guys before Thursday rolls around here. We'll be back for y'all, man, and another live show. But mental health checks 1 through 10, personally, physically, and in your business life, man.
Man, personally, I'm good. Just chilling, same old. You know, hunting season, even though it just ended, it's all time for preparation, planning, making sure you I'm keeping updated with when applications get open, when they close, getting all my stuff in, all that, make sure you know you in the running for the tags anyway, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Business wise, bruh, I mean, everything is good. Dreaded Archers taking off. Had a bomb episode with my boy Cliff Cadet out of New York City. Yo, if you guys thought that there was no hunters in New York City, you wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's a big hunting community there. And I ain't talking about New York, upstate New York. I'm talking about in the Bronx, baby. Like hunters in the Bronx taking the subway to their public land, public transportation and all that. So if you want to hear a bomb episode about a hunter in New York City, them boy from New York City, boss.
New York City, boss.
You want to hear some bomb hunt stories from New York City? Go check out Dreaded Archer podcast episode 7. Cliff Cadet, great show. Next weekend got the South Dakota Bow Hunter Association banquet. I'll be out there rubbing elbows with some of the movers and shakers in the industry. You know what I'm saying, and get my name out there and interviewing some pretty high level cats. So business is good. Got said merch coming. All my guests will be getting their boxes. You know, if you are guests on Dreaded Archer podcast, you'll be getting a bomb box. I'm not gonna tell you what all come in it, but it's just a bomb box.
Yeah.
And I got some pretty cool shows coming up, man. Might have to have you on this show.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I better get me on this. I can get a box. I want a box.
We might be having some guys that we sat and talked to at the Total Archery Challenge. You know what I'm saying? So,
speaking of Total Archery Challenge,
bro, they broke the internet.
My Morgan, Mr. Game Day, wants to come to the Total Archery Challenge and I don't know if he's gonna shoot. He wants to come and take pictures and video, all that good stuff. So,
hey man, let's do it.
Man.
But let them know. You better start walking. start walking up the hill, guy. It's some rough terrain, man.
Listen,
rough
bro.
terrain.
Hey, this weekend or this last week, bro, I walked them mountains 24/7 over what I went through this last week.
Oh, walking in the snow is a whole different monster.
I just couldn't breathe in general.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when we doing the Total Archery Challenge, I was walking up the mountains and all that stuff, and I was good. climbing up the mountains in the rain. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I was good. Wasn't out of breath. I was sweating. You know, it got hot. Even though it was cold, it got hot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But last week, like a 5 to 10 yard run was hands on the knee.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it was a little rough, man. but
hey, think about this. We were pretty high up, right? In the mountains up in what you call it, Terry Peak.
Yeah.
Bro, we weren't even at 1,000 feet elevation.
I know, and that's wild.
So you think about where you guys were, we here, y'all was way up here.
Yeah.
And hey, the air get a little thin up there.
Real thin, man, real thin. But myself, man, personally, I give myself about a 7 or 8, man. You know, a little tired, a little tired, a little sore. You know, back got old man over here, back issues. But it's all good, man. Physically, I guess that's my physically more than anything. Physically, I'm about a 7 or 8. Personally, I give myself an 8, 9. You know, chilling Super Bowl Sunday, can't beat it. And then business wise, man, just got back from a work trip. Got a lot of stuff accomplished. Got a lot of stuff in the arsenal for everybody to see and everything like that. Got some stuff planned out for the future and stuff like that. So hey, business wise is good. Obviously, the RTL still rolling. Season 3, episode 10. You know what I mean? About to come up on season 4. We're not canceled. We ain't even kicked off. We only got in trouble once. Out of 3 seasons, only getting in trouble one time, man. That's
pretty good.
That's a win in my books. You know what I mean? We got robbed once. That's only once. Only got robbed once. That's a win in my book. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good, man. But you got any last words for the people?
Oh no, man. Just when you get a chance, man, go check us out on Spotify. Or if you're listening, you probably listening on Spotify. But if you're on Facebook and you on the go check out Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere. Listen to the podcast. Go check out the Dreaded Archer podcast. You know what I'm saying? Big things coming over there. And I mean, that's about it, man. Enjoy Super Bowl Sunday. Don't eat or drink too much.
Exactly. Hey, if you have it, if you got
it, and no wing waste. I like that. You see that commercial?
No wing waste.
Yeah, like
for all y'all that eat wing bone in wings, make sure you're cleaning them things up, man.
Yep.
Clean them things up.
Because they are hashtagging and taking pictures of folks.
So make sure y'all getting them knuckles. Getting all them knuckles. All off, you know that.
Hey, gross.
Somebody
nasty. Somebody had a bowl of like little trays full of bones, and somebody gonna comment about something. There's still about 3 or 4 more wings worth of meat on them bones.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. If you haven't put a bet in on the Super Bowl, I'm telling you right here, go with the Rams big. If you're getting the over under, go with the over. It's gonna be a high scoring game tonight. But the Rams are going to win by at least two scores or more.
Bro, they even got a I didn't know people did this, but they even betting on will the national anthem go over or under the allotted time.
Oh, if the game will end before the game's over?
No, the national anthem.
Oh, if the national anthem will be.
Are they going to oversing? Because I think
they going to oversing this year.
The average time is like 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Are they going to go over or under?
Over.
And I was talking to my boy Will last night. He goes, "What do you think?" I said, "Well, who's singing?" He said he didn't know. I said, "Well, if they're a soulful singer, you know it's going over because they got to get those
runs. Get the
runs in.
Exactly, man. But y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Super Bowl Sunday. No wing waste. Drink responsibly. If you need a driver, call somebody, please. It ain't worth it.
Yep, it's 2022. Uber, Lyft.
Exactly. With that being said, this is season 3, episode 10 of the Reed Talking Listen podcast. I am your host, Nick Reed, along with my brother and co-host, Trey Reed, and we are out.
Peace.
What? I mean, it's been turning up with her. The girl around us and she loving her. If we don't know you, don't go close to her. If you with your girl, let me hear you say, what?